What is your name?
My name is Chad Cardinal.
How old are you?
I'm 54.
When's your birthday?
September 21st, 1969.
What military branch were you in?
I was in the Marines.
When were your service dates?
I was in the service from 1992 to 1996.
What were you doing before you joined the service?
Before I went in the military, I was going to college, and I quit college, and I started working for a furniture company, and decided that that wasn't the best route to go, so I decided to join the Marines.
Did you feel homesick or stressed?
I did. I really did. Especially when I first went in, left my parents, for the first time. It was kind of scary.
What was the food like?
The food was the same thing every day. We had lots of different, things to choose from. But it wasn't bad. It was pretty good.
While you were on duty, what was a typical day like?
A typical day for me, I would get up, we would do physical fitness, we would run, do push-ups, do lots of training, shoot lots of guns. We would clean our guns. Most of my training was in the infantry, so we did like weapons training, shooting stuff, really cool stuff like that.
What were holidays like when you were in the service?
Holidays in the military were just like any other day, just like we didn't do anything special on holidays. It was just like any other day.
Do you remember any particularly funny or unusual event?
Funny or unusual event? I guess maybe one of the funniest things that happened was in boot camp we all had to take showers together, and yeah, I know.
Well,
And that was kind of funny when you all have to take showers together. You got like 60 guys in the same shower.
That's gross.
I know, but that's part of it, and that was probably one of the funniest things, I would say.
who was there to greet you when
Dad
you
didn't
came
do
home?
that.
When I got out, I flew back to the airport where I lived, and my mom and dad picked me up.
Is there anything we haven't covered that you'd like to talk about?
Just ask me any questions you guys want. I know he's got some.
He always has questions.
That's all right.
What'd you carry?
What's that?
What'd you carry in the Army?
In the Marines?
Yeah.
What gun did I carry?
Yeah.
I carried a lot of different guns. The one that I carried the most was a sniper rifle. And it was really big, and it shot a long ways.
Was it like?
No, it wasn't. That'd be like a mortar round. The one I shot straight and went a long way. We could shoot up to a mile.
Mile.
A
What
whole-
about 100 miles?
No, it wouldn't shoot 100
Wait.
miles.
A mile per hour.
A what?
Mile per hour.
Miles per hour. We did not measure our guns in miles an hour. We measured them in feet per second. The gun I shot like 3,600 feet per second, and it was really fast, and it was really accurate.
Did you
Like-
get hurt in the Army?
What's that?
Did you get hurt in the Army?
No, I never got hurt, besides little sprained ankles and stuff like that.
What was your job in the Army?
My job in the Marines, remember it's the Marines. Army's different than Marines. My job in the Marines, I was a sniper in the Marines. We were everybody thinks a sniper's job is just to shoot, you know, and take long shots, but that's not the case. Our job was to provide like surveillance and provide information and gather information on the bad guys, you know.
What time did you have to get up in the morning?
We got up every morning at 5:30.
Early?
5:30 every morning.
Wait, just a minute. You got up
And
at
they
1.
play this big reveille tune.
Yeah.
And it would be played all over the base and everybody could hear it. And everybody got up at 5:30.
What time did you have to go to bed?
Well, in boot camp, we had to go to bed at 10 o'clock.
Ooh, man.
Now, once I got out of boot camp, it was totally different. Then we'd go to bed at middle of the night. Sometimes we were up all night. Sometimes we were up all day. You know, it just differed. But in boot camp, we went to bed at 10 o'clock every night.
What type of army gear did you wear?
What type of gear did I wear?
Yeah.
I wore camouflage pants, shirt, cami hat, boots, leather combat boots. You guys ever see combat boots?
Mm-mm.
No? They come up to about here.
But, what type of, did you, like, have any gloves to, keep your hands safe?
Oh yeah, especially when it's cold. We did cold weather training, we'd have gloves on. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you have to wear a face mask, like, to keep your face warm?
The only time I ever wore a face mask was in Alaska. And the mosquitoes were so big, they were like this big. And
That's
they
a
would just,
big
they'd
piece.
bite through you. So we had to wear this big
Helmet?
mask, net type deal, and it would keep you from getting bit, you know, when we slept at night and stuff like that.
Would you say you're a sharpshooter or just good?
Well, there's 3 different levels of shooting in the Marines. You have to qualify on this shooting range. The lowest level is called a marksman. The second level is called a sharpshooter. And the third level is called an expert. And if you shoot expert, that's the best you can get. So I was an expert on the rifle range. Yeah.
What type of beds did you have to sleep in?
We had little single beds about this wide, and in boot camp they were bunk beds, so somebody on top and somebody on bottom.
Did you ever shoot an animal?
Any animals?
There's like no animals in the army, or is
Not in the army.
Because there's only
In the
like
Marines.
There was animals in Alaska, moose, bear, but no, I never shot any of those. We weren't really allowed to shoot animals.
Did you ever
Oh.
save someone? Like if they were.
I did not. I did in training. We had to do a lot of training in the water, swimming.
Oh yeah.
So we had to learn how to save somebody swimming. But
um,
real life, no, I never had to. We trained to go to combat all the time, but I never had to go. So I got real lucky. I was never in a war situation, you know, that combat war situation. Yeah, I was really lucky.
Did you ever play any games?
Yeah, no, we played lots of games. We played football. We played softball. We played a lot of cards. But like, you know, we didn't have a regular basketball team or nothing like that. We just played within each other.
well, what type of sport game did you like to play?
My favorite sport, basketball. That's
Wasn't football?
I never did play football. No, we played in the Marines just against each other, but I never played in school.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you ever have to train with like a dog?
I
I know
did.
they have those.
I did. I got to train with military police dogs, German Shepherds. They were really trained really well, and I had to put a big dummy suit on. They'd run us down and jump and grab a hold of our arms, and yeah, I got to train with some really cool dogs.
Did you have to train on the weekend?
Sometimes we would have training on the weekends. Sometimes we had the weekends off. It just depended on what we were doing. But I did work a lot of weekends in the Marines, a whole bunch.
Did it hurt? Like, did you have to like put like some type of gear on your arm to keep your arm safe from getting hurt, like from the dog?
No, we had these. We called them mummy suits, and they had padding on them about this big around, and they'd go around your arm and your whole body. So the dog, when he grabbed hold of your arm, he couldn't get to your skin. So it protected us from.
But did you have to like do this hard training where you didn't have that pad on?
Say it again.
Did you have to do like any hard training where the pad wasn't on your arm?
No, we always had padding on. Yeah, they didn't want us to get hurt. We were just doing training with them.
What was your favorite part about the Army?
About the Marines? That's all right. My favorite part, I would have to say, probably all my buddies I made. I made a lot of good friends in the Marines.
Did you?
And I'm still buddies with them today.
Did you like have any board games like there to play?
I don't remember having any board games like Monopoly and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, we didn't have any of that stuff.
Oh, if you did, that would actually be real good.
Yeah.
Did you have anyone that you hated that was on your team?
Oh, hated? Wow.
What would you say? Or disliked?
I can't say I really hated anybody. We had some guys that I didn't get along with real well, and you guys got friends some you like more than others.
Yeah.
But I can't say I had any Marines that I hated. We lived together, we trained together, we were together all the time, constantly. But I can't say I ever had anybody that I hated.
Did you like have a friend to hang out with?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Who was it?
Yeah. Who was it? I had a real good friend of mine named Ryan. I had a real good friend of mine named Ernie. His name was Ernie. I had a real good buddy of mine named Patrick.
Like Patrick, like in SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah. I had lots of friends.
Yeah.
And I still talk to him today.
Did you ever get into any fights at camp?
Oh boy. Had a few wrestling matches. We'll call them wrestling matches.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
that.
All right, kids. We're near the end of the interview. Is there anything you kids want to say?
Thank you for being here.
You are surely welcome. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for wasting half of your time to see us.
Thank you. Thank you very
And
much.
a long
Thanks for
time.
coming.
You guys are
Very
awesome.
interesting.
Yeah.